Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and we got more breaking New York Knicks news. Julius Randle has signed an extension with the New York Knicks to be extended another 4 years for $117 million, and he's going to be on contract for 5 years, and I think there's a player option in the last a year of the contract. I'm super excited to give you guys this video. As you guys know, I am not in my studio. I am on the West Coast for vacation with my friends, so I'm in an Airbnb, so my apologies for not being in my studio, but I woke up to this news around 6 in the morning West Coast time. I look at my phone and I see our guy Julius Randle getting his money, and I find out that he took less money on purpose because he thought that if he can get this contract with the Knicks and take less money, that will give the New York Knicks more flexibility for the future to build around him properly. And you got to give Julius Randle credit because he was selfless. He put the team first, and he fell in love with the city. He loves the fans. He loves the Knicks organization. He loves everything about being a New York Knick. So he told the Knicks front office, I'll sign this extension now, and I'll take less money than the money that you'd have to give me next offseason. Say I play the same way I did this past season, then he would be due a $200 million max contract extension. If you look around the league and you see what these contracts are being handed out to these players, especially the All-NBA team. Julius Randle was All-NBA second team. He was the most improved player, and we got him for a bargain. Look at this contract compared to everybody else. He's getting paid, I think, around $22 million per year, and then it goes up around to $23 million, and then the next year it's like 25, and then it goes up to, I think the peak is around $28-29 million at the end of the contract. Sign me up. Julius Randle for that contract is a bargain. We are so lucky to have somebody like Julius Randle who's putting the team first. He easily could have banked on himself and said, hey, I want to get paid. I want to get paid the most amount of money. I feel like I'm worth it. But no, he told the Knicks front office, I want to take this contract now because I want you guys to have financial flexibility to build around me so we can go win the championship. Julius Randle just won the city over. This past season, we know what he did. He came in with, the city really not really believing in him. Not every single buddy, but most of the Knicks fans going into last season did not think of Julius Randle as a long-term option, including myself. I'm not saying I didn't. I did not think Julius would be able to do what he did. I don't think any Knicks fan really thought that he can shoot 41% from the field, be the most improved NBA player, carry the team to the 4th seed. He won the city over, and he absolutely loves living in New York. He wanted to be here long term, and he is a guy that gave the New York Knicks cap flexibility for the future. Because again, if he did not sign it this year, he would be going into a contract season, and say hypothetically he goes to All-NBA team once again, second team, or even third team this time. He'd be due for a $200 million contract from the Knicks. Instead, he thought it would be the best interest for the team and himself. I'll take the money now instead of banking on myself and getting paid even more in the future. So you just got to, shout out to Julius Randle. Thank you so much. The city loves you. You are a Knick for life. I'm so pumped up. I feel like I'm going to a Knicks game wearing a jersey and a hat right now all the way in Los Angeles, but I'm not. We got Summer League ball coming around the corner, but man, I'm so excited we did this for Julius Randle. Going into the offseason, I thought it was a priority to extend him. I said, okay, I really hope the Knicks can extend Julius Randle now because it would be less money than it would take next offseason. But the question would be, would Julius Randle agree to it? And I feel like that was my worry. Okay, is Julius going to want to take less money? And the answer is yes. He will take less money and be a Knick for life. 5 years, $140 million in total. The contract extension is 4 years, $117. Wow. Knicks fans, we are so happy to have a guy like Julius Randle who's putting the city first above himself, because that's very selfless, and man, I'm so pumped up. Julius Randle is also 26 years old, entering the prime of his career. We have a window to win now with him. 5 years. He's 26. The contract will be up around 30, 31 years old. You never know where the Knicks are going to be at that time. But this is just such great news for the Knicks because it really secures the organization with continuity. We re-signed a lot of players from last year that carried us to the 4th seed, such as Derrick Rose, Alec Burks, Nerlens Noel, Taj Gibson. Those 4 guys were really pivotal pieces to the Knicks' success in 2021. And now you pair that up with Julius Randle being signed to an extension, we're getting all of our guys back. And then you include replacing Elfrid Payton with Kemba Walker, replacing Reggie Bullock with Evan Fournier. I'm going to make a video diving deep into every single free agent acquisition and go over the free agency recap as a whole. But man, this team looks good on paper. We're deep. I love that Randle signed this extension. I'm so excited that he did this because it really shows me what type of person he is off the court, not only just the way he plays on the court, but it really tells you that Julius Randle cares about the Knicks fans. He cares about the organization. He wants the best thing possible for this organization in particular, and we should just be very thankful to have a superstar. Yes, I'm calling him a superstar because what he did this season was remarkable. Did he have a disappointing playoff performance? Absolutely, he did. He came into the playoffs, the Atlanta Hawks defense honed in on him. He was not prepared to be the number one option in the playoffs, and he crumbled. And that's okay, because what happened in Julius Randle's first season with the Knicks in 2019, I believe, or 2020, whichever year it was, he's never been a number one option in his life. He comes in here with David Fizdale as the head coach, and he doesn't play that well. He turns the ball over. I mean, he puts up stats. He averaged around 19 points per game, shooting around 50% from the field. He struggled from downtown, 27%, and he was not able to run an offense. And you've looked very, dysfunctional out there. And Knicks fans, including myself, said, okay, Julius is not a number one option. He's probably not part of the future. But then he took last offseason and put in work, fixed his jump shot, became a facilitator. Tom Thibodeau system just made him thrive. And look what he did when he, had something to build on and had something to learn from. Now, what Julius Randle is going to learn from is his playoff performance. His playoff performance was something that he's going to look back on. Look at the film. Okay, they really honed in on me here. What do I need to do differently? And now we have players to take the load off of him. We have Evan Fournier to take some shots. We have Kemba Walker. We still have D Rose. We have RJ Barrett entering year 3, where I think he's going to thrive. We have so many guys where they're not going to have to worry about Julius Randle as much because the defenses are going to be honing in on every other player. And again, guys, this is a long-term project. I know we just handed out contracts for the next 3 years, and we have a big window, but we still have a lot of flexibility, whether it's a trade market. We have a lot of contracts that's tradable. We have so many things going on our direction for the New York Knicks, and I'm so pumped up right now, all the way in California, just repping my Knicks gear. Everybody looking at me, seeing the Lakers do all these moves. I don't care. New York Knicks, we here. Comment down below your thoughts of Julius Randle signing this extension. As you guys can see, I'm pumped up, repping my RJ Barrett jersey. Stay tuned for more content. I'm going to be reporting about the Summer League. I'm going to make a whole video, give you guys my thoughts of the depth chart right now, where we at. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments your thoughts. Like the video if you guys enjoyed. And let's go Knicks. Julius Randle, Knick for life. Let's go. Peace out, guys.